What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Fearless here, and today we're gonna make a beat using my mouth. We're gonna do a beatboxing beat from this microphone right here. So if you're ready to see that, let's jump right into this beat. Just give me one moment to get my tea right. We first need to find a tempo that we can beatbox in, right? Alright, so this seems like a good tempo to me. Alright, so I think what's going to work best is if I do one sound at a time and I don't try to mix them all together. That way we can kind of level each of them individually and make it sound better overall. So we're going to go with the claps or the snare type sound at first. Alright guys, we're going to use this sample. I'm going to go in here and get them on the grid just a little bit more because they're quite a bit off. Alright guys, so what I did is I got rid of some of that white noise, the noise that was in between each of these, just so that we didn't have that little bit of hissing, so I cleaned it up just a little bit. Now we're going to consolidate this back into another thing, and then we got our starting of our claps going here. Alright, and before we start adding any effects or anything, let's just continue here and get the initial beatboxing elements down. Alright, I'm going to go in here and get the volume levels kind of to be more similar. This one looks a little louder than the others, and I'll be right back with that. We got ourselves some hi-hats. So let's do those kicks next. We actually made a really good kick sound with our mouth here. Listen to this. Let's solo it. That ain't bad. So I'm actually gonna fill in the rest of these with that hit right here. Damn, this is actually a good one too. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna save this one and maybe I can layer them, or I can decide which one's better. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna save this one as well. Okay, so now we got the kicks laid out, so let's turn up the volume here, the gain, make them hit a little harder. Alright guys, so I layered both of those kick samples that we found, and this is what we're messing with now. Turn this one down a little. Now we're just gonna add in some FX, some crazy shit, whatever I can think of while I'm messing with this. A a a a a a a a a a a a a a a a a a Alright guys, I don't know how I'm feeling about that FX, but we're gonna go in and we're gonna EQ these and we're gonna add a couple things to make them hit a little harder and sound crispier, and then we're gonna see how this turns out. So this is what we got right now. this plugin called R-Bass on the kick, which adds undertones to the kick. So let's see how this makes it sound. So before and after. Alright guys, so I decided just to keep this last little weird part of that FX. I wasn't really feeling it going the whole time. I put a little vocoder on it, gave it some crazy effects, and this is what it sounds like now. Instead of this. So now altogether our loop is sounding like this. Alright guys, so I threw a little melody on there, I just chopped up something really quick, and this is what it's sounding like. Alright guys, this is gonna wrap up the beatboxing beat tutorial. Now I had a lot of fun making this one. It was actually quite challenging to make all of the things sound okay when recording it just with my mouth, right? Because there isn't a lot of bass harmonics from this little mic that I have. So you basically just have to play with it and get it right anyways. But anyways guys, if you like this video, hit the like button on there for me and subscribe to the channel if you're new, because we're uploading new tutorials every single week. And besides that, bro, I'll be catching you again in the next one. Peace out.